fogged. I'm seeing some sort of classic SEA core matchups here. We're getting the Gyrocopter coming out on TNC, and Geek Fam, they're going with that classic age-old response of the Morphling against it. But even with, even sort of with the... I mean, I guess... I mean, what sort of skill build is he going to go for? Do you go sort of a different way because you're in this 1v1?
I'm not sure, to be honest. All I know is Armel is going to have every single last hit in the lane unless they address him. So,
sure.
Bottom lane, Kuku. Looks like he's probably going to die.
They're going to get one. I mean, they might even have a chance of turning on a Xepher a little bit. Gabbi's going to have homing missile back up in a few seconds.
I mean, I like the top lane too, so I'm really looking at like 3 winning lanes for TNC at the moment. And they should be able to keep pressure up and look to run at them as Tim's top.
Alright, he gets a little too close. Whitemon's just able to turn with the Fire Blast. Raven slides in with a waveform. Now Armel with the 2 braces and a potential boat buff coming out onto him is never going to die to that in lane.
No. Unless he gets caught off guard, that's the only thing. But K, he's sticking down to like 200 HP. Yeah, they're just duking it out a little bit.
Yeah, one more tie, bring a hit in the torrent. And a couple of hits, that'll do it. Yeah. Armel's able to outplay him, get that kill in the 1v1. And this tough lane for the Doom that we keep talking about. It's only going to get harder now.
It's just such a... Like, versus Doom, it's fantastic. It prevents the Devour regen. He's high HP strength hero. Like, Morphling, they'll get it, but yeah. Either way.
Bottom. There we go, looking for a Doom opportunity. Just going to drop it straight down onto Gabbi. But he's tethered up. He's moving back under the tower. TPs are coming in. And here's the X mark from Armel. He's ready to turn it around. Looks to try and bring Cade back down into the bow. Arrow follow up. The swap to the side. I mean, it's Kuku swapped himself into the arrow, so Kuku will fall. He's not. It wasn't even enough to save K, as both KP and Armel chase him out. KP even looking over towards Whitemon. Doesn't have enough mana, though, for another Void Slow, but it maybe not matter. He's just going in with the right clicks. Whitemon turns. Tim's jumps forward. And with the Starstorm nuke, Whitemon, he's going to go down as well. They lose 3 down here on the bottom lane. And it's not looking like a great highlight reel for the mid Doom so far this game. See if TNC want to try and defend. Armel's coming down with the smoke.
KP has ult in 10 seconds. He has a full drum coming out. This is not going to look good for Geek Fam.
Let's go. They're going to start the fight onto Kuku. Make sure there's no potential of swap saves if they try and burst down the bench to start things off. Now Raven on the retreat. Homing missile heading his way. TNC trying to chase this down. They will get underneath the tower though, and TNC aren't going to go any further.
Couple hits on the Doom in the front lines, and he's screwed as well. So
yeah, of course, it definitely means that maybe some of these fights, K he's going to be tanky enough to live for a bit, but if he doesn't pop that Doom early, he may not get the chance to cast it at all. As Kuku found in the river, arm out, another easy grab with the torrent boat combo. I see these 15-minute runes. Not going to be able to secure 2 apiece.
K has a Blink Dagger. He's pinging Gabbi in the mid lane, but March is at the ready with a full stick and a mech right behind.
Let's see if K goes for it. He's going to try. Jumps in.
Ooh,
misses the Hoop Stomp. Holding onto the Doom. Now he drops it. He's going to drop the Doom down. The Curse as well. Onto Gabbi. A little bit of an awkward combo there, as there wasn't even anyone really around to hit him. They're still bringing Gabbi down, but March, he's got the mech, as you said. Jara's just full HP, basically, as they're ready to turn back into the fight. The cooldown coming down onto Karl. The Doom is dead. Missile flies over towards Whitemon. TNC going to be able to find a few of them. And Kuku swapped himself into his own death there, it felt like. As 3 dead. It's 11-2. The tower's down in the mid lane.
There's so many different plays that TNC has there that even if he does get doomed, they could even just relocate him out and then reset the fight entirely. Or they do exactly what they do there and just bring people. Very bizarre move from Geek Fam as they try to make a move onto KP, but they're all just dying.
Oh, but K's dead again! As soon as he died in the same spot, respawns, gets back, he's gone once more. Oh, they're crumbling here, Geek Fam. They've got the Orchid finish now on the Wyvern. So Xepher extra potential with that curse. I'm going to have to see if they're going to be a little more careful with the usage of it. Yeah, top. He's going to be found here as KP just pops the Dark Ascension immediately. Gets on top of him. They're moving in with Gabbi and March, so they'll have enough damage here for sure. K is trying to run, but a homing missile's heading his way. Tries for the TP, blinks out of the side, but there's no way. No way he can play his way out of this one. As TNC clean up the mid-Doom once again. And mid lane, the kills just continue for TNC. Quick catch onto Xepher.
And Kuku.
And the Wyvern comes down to a crashing end. Kuku's out as well. This is a rough one for Geek Fam. A very rough one indeed. Their core's having a very tough time. You know, apart from Raven. You know, Raven he's just in his own little land right now.
It's like, hey guys, IN001. What are you guys doing? Look at you guys dying all over the place. No, they're just getting completely ran at. TNC, I don't see this game getting any easier for Geek Fam either, because now TNC, they have all the items that they need that we said, like...
That's a lot of burst to provide for himself and whoever he's tethered up with.
It's 35% extra on top of the tether thing too. So it's not just the fact that he can, you know, use it on other people, but... Here comes the aggression, Xepher.
Oh, they get the jump in. Going to be able to blow him up there with the E-Blade. They'll take down one. K's going to move over towards the Eye. Going to drop the Tomb down onto March. March is going to stand his ground in the boat, get the boat buff, but it won't save him. March goes down. They manage to kill him off and take the Aegis away out of the Gyro's hands. Gabbi's going to be back for round 2. Let's see if he can turn this one around. The Torrent's out, but the curse is there as well as the silence. Gabbi, he's getting killed by his own teammates. He's dead and gone. They've killed off the Gyro. Karl's still alive. Stomp onto Armel. Armel turning, trying for this dude, but the Cold Embrace saves him. Raven cleans up. This was the plan all along. Raven said, I don't care what the rest of the team does for the first 25 minutes. I'm going to be able to carry this one. And he's doing it. He's just got himself an ultra kill.
Wow. 8k gold swing, right? Just about.
Oh. Kuku. Now just sort of sticking with the agenda. Another death for him. Raven's like, keep it up, Kuku. All part of the plan. As Raven now has had the space to...
If he can just get into the back line as this Night Stalker onto the Wyvern, they completely crush the team fight that Geek Fam does have. So they're trying to get the flank.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Let's
attack.
see. It's long wrap around TNC.
Ooh.
They're going to find out. They go straight away with the Dark Ascension. They move in, looking for the back lines. KP jumps forward, but the BKB's already out from Raven. Comes across, turns to the Gyro. He's got that flat, good to go. Looks towards Gabbi. Gabbi being swapped back into the midst of it all by Kuku. And there's the Doom out onto Gabbi. Gabbi, he's got to be careful. Does have the boat buff coming in to save him. They've already killed off Geek Fam. They'll finish off Kuku through the BKB. There's good reactions here from TNC. They've even got the catch for a further kill on to K. X marks there from Armel. They have to find themselves a fourth. TNC back on top with this solid team fight performance.
He's going to get focus fired so hard in the fight that just save buyback, come back in. You can always reset and heal up Gabbi. Also, KP, flawless execution by him in that fight. The thing is, if it's just Morphling in the fights, right? Like if he just they can just wipe the rest of the 4 and then it's just a Morphling alone. I can see why it can be so good in this game for sure. And this is, look at this positioning. Armel, he's scouting all of them. They see Raven.
Yep, they're going to try and set things up as KP jumps in with the silence. Boat's going to be coming down. Combo onto Xepher. Able to eliminate the Wyvern, get rid of any
Arrow on Raven.
The curse. Kuku's dead too, and indeed with that setup, they can move over to Raven. He's got the BKB. Wall wave form away. Also turning into the Night Stalker here, getting extra movement speed to run things off as he will manage to escape into the safety of K and Whitemon's arms.
It's still the fear of this Raven that can potentially just turn a fight if he gets a good shift. They get a DD rune, and they are still positioned here very aggressively. KP on 2, a bit too far up though.
He's just getting jumped on. They blow him up straight away. A little too far out alone. And the rest of the team not anywhere near to help things.
So it's really so much about how they catch, because Xepher getting caught 2 times in the last fights has been so crucial that they just can't even turn to look for fighting back. And they gotta watch out who's chosen the front line. Gabbi shows.
Sees a little spook to start with. There's Raven. He's going to commit on the front lines. He's looking towards March. Now turns over to look towards Gabbi. Gabbi's just dead. He's gone. He's hit the deck. He dies straight away. Also finding the IO and KP. They just found 3 of them. They just take him out immediately. And of course, he didn't unlock the Rapier, so Rapier is still safe.
For them to lock down Gabbi.
Definitely, because I saw like obviously the homing missile heading the way of Gabbi, and you know, as you say, you'd expect him to be able to put the BKB in time, but...
And their base is just shredded. They don't want to waste buybacks, and... Alright, 9k advantage for Geek Fam after 1 fight now. This Raven Morphling.
Oh, there's a swap. KP's dead. He has got to buyback him. Now we're going to see the fight. As Gabbi, he equips himself with it. The Rapier is built, but the curse is out onto him. Raven's heading over. They're going to look to turn on him. Is there any way they can keep Gabbi alive? He's popping the Satanic, but Raven's out doing the damage. The Skadi as well, stopping any sort of heals, or at least limiting them. He's got the kill. Raven's hit the deck. Raven picks it up. It's game over. It's absolutely game over. Ultra kill.
Give him the
rampage. There it is. Raven 13-0-4. I mean, I guess this is the Geek Fam strat. Pick whatever you want mid, whatever you want off lane. You can die a little bit at the start. You know, it's Raven and the Space Makers, basically. And it worked out perfectly. A lot of back and forth, certainly in the first game, where we did see that bit of a lead being created, but then getting turned right around. Let's see what goes on in game 2, see if the Gyro can do it, or if they can counter it once again.
And yeah, we're seeing bottom. They're actually going to get March with the Fissure Arrow combo. Wow, March stayed way too low in the lane with no tango running on himself. He just died to the Fissure Arrow.
Just a bit of fire back into the faces of TNC, but not enough to get any kills.
Xepher already has that urn, by the way, after getting that first blood. He just rushed it. Bottom Kuku will be chased out. They'll salve, heal up. Gabbi as well. March, give him that extra regen. And Xepher, he's actually out of mana. Gabbi just turns for him. Oh, can't finish him, though. Yep, not quite level. Not for the points in glaive for the 6 bounces, but more than enough as mid. They're going for the kill onto the DK, but it's a DK.
Yeah, they're going to turn the arrow. Won't hit onto Armel. Just get blocked by the creeps. They are bringing K down pretty low, diving underneath the tower here with the tree coming through. They do manage to find him, so they get the kill on the DK. I mean, you know, would there have been anything that they could have done? Could TNC have made the move, or would it have just been too risky trying to get into Geek Fam's jungle at this time? Is there, in reality, nothing that they could really have done this early?
Bottom lane, Kuku, he's got Echo. They actually just quickly kill Gabbi.
All right. I mean, yeah, Kuku, 900 gold as well into the Blink Dagger funds. He's having a good solid start down here.
So, yeah, they'll have to just eat the fact that they are going to be playing at a gold disadvantage from that farm, because KP is also going for a Midas, so he's also a lot weaker at this point in the game.
There we go. Tethering on to Tim's. They're going for K here. K stepped quite far out on his own over to TNC's half of the map, and the 4 of them, no trouble taking him out with Gabbi having the damage.
Armel in this flanking around, though. 4 points in Avalanche, 2 in Toss now. He's pretty strong with his kill threat as Kuku is walking into the river here.
I'll see them go on to Kuku.
Goodbye, Kuku.
5-bar setup. Armel's in with a combo. Kuku's down. And we're going to see some of that net worth lead get closed up. You know, KP to get a good timing on the Midas, right? 10-minute Midas on Ogre. See what they can find. I mean, again, nobody else out here.
Yeah.
As Geek Fam sort of just swap sides with them as they get in position to push onto the tier 2 bottom.
Yep.
They could get. They're gonna try for the wraparound though onto Raven.
Ooh. They will actually find Raven here, and it's Armel right on top of him.
Let's see if they can blow him up. They got the sentry down. Swaps there from Whitemon. Gets him over to the side. Gabbi's gonna come in with the relocate. They're still chasing onto Raven. It's been dusted. They've got that vision. The cooldown comes into play. Raven will try and take it down. The last few creeps with him. He's not even gonna get any of them as Raven goes down. The long smoke up wraparound from TNC. Playing out very nicely there, catching Raven before the rest of the team was found.
Kuku has Blink as well as Karl. This could be a huge fight for Geek Fam if they find the opportunity for the jump.
Well, let's see. It's tier 1 going down. Whitemon. It's going to try for the swap in onto Gabbi. They're going with the Dragon Tail stun as well. Con Embrace and the Tear. They're healing Gabbi up. The Armel jumps to the back lines. Toss Avalanche combo takes down Xepher. The Eclipse coming out for Raven, the Fissure as well, blocking off KP, allows them to kill the Ogre. Now for the low ground. Gabbi turns with the cooldown. Kuku, he's trapped in. He can't get out of his own Fissure. As Kuku falls.
And they jump forward.
The toss backs there onto Karl. They've got that extra control into the Splinter Blast, slowing Karl down. One more bit of damage will do it, and there it is. Gabbi finds the kill. TNC take the team fight and push Geek Fam all the way back. Oh, they're going to get it. Armel's in, the Avalanche toss forward. They take down Whitemon as well. Xepher TPing in. Obviously nowhere near enough damage output from this Mirana to punish TNC at all for that aggressive play.
Beautiful fight there for them. I mean, Kuku on the sidelines, he fissures and tries to walk in, but gets slowed, and they need him to get a better jump in the game. He just wasn't able to get it off at all. We'll at least catch Tim's.
Yeah, was left behind there.
But yeah, big fight there. Because if he gets BKB off in the fights, he'll just turn and run over everybody. And Kuku, he shows himself really far bottom. They look a little afraid to commit onto him, though.
That blast really doing the damage. Whitemon's got to swap him away. Now Whitemon's put his own position in danger as the cooldown's out. It's been dusted. And yeah, Whitemon's got to fall for that one. So a little unfortunate that he had to give his life to save Kuku, which he does do. Kuku does live, and he's still going to hang around down here.
I'm not seeing great ways of dealing with this gyrocopter unless they just insta-pop him with the great initiation and full lockdown. No further ways to control him during the BKB.
Yeah, even if Raven has his BKB done and then like the butterfly on top of it, chances are the sustain's going to be enough to keep him alive. As Xepher, they've caught him. Armel again, 6-0 for this game on the Tiny, playing a perfect tempo.
And the Moonlight Shadow, they did see that the Moonlight Shadow was just popped, so they should be prepared with a sentry down, and they are.
Yeah, March sitting on top of it. As Geek Fam come in, they're going to try and pull up the Eye first. They go straight away in with the Dragon Tail onto March, but March is able to tether away. BKB out from Raven, turns with Eclipse onto KP. KP will go down. They found the one of them. Can they catch anything else, though? Geek Fam trying to chase. Kuku jumps forward. He's looking for March. March still with Gabbi by his side, and also Tim's in the trees with a Curse and an Orchid at the ready. Xepher finds him. Tim's trying to fly away, but K's on top of them with the Dragon Tail stun. Nothing can come out from this Wyvern. Geek Fam, they've found two. Gabbi and March and Armel trying to poke back the Avalanche. Not enough to finish off Whitemon. As Geek Fam, they get away with it. They kill off the two heroes. They lose nothing themselves.
Looks like they might be aware of this, though, as Karl as well as Whitemon are positioned on the high ground. Roche will go down. Now they're going to be a little bit more afraid to actually go and pressure the bottom. Bit of a better fight, just because they don't have BKB piercing disables on the side of Geek Fam, while TNC does. And it's just been tough for Kuku. He just keeps getting found. KP on the front line.
They're trying to go at one another. Magic missile out to KP. KP pops the dust. He's going to look to run down Whitemon, but Kuku blocks him off with the Fisher. Slide over with the Force Staff, though. Armel's able to get in still with the toss back, and they'll find the kill onto the Venge. So they can try and push for more. The mid creep wave has already been nuked down by Xepher and K, so...
Nice little move there. I mean, these little, messing with the creep waves actually saves yourself potentially a tower. Now they all back up. Maybe they're looking for a fight here now that Kuku has his own BKB to protect himself, as well as Raven's Satanic finished.
Mid.
Armel, they get the arrow.
Excellent setup here, but there's the swap. Right one trying to get them close to the curse being used onto Raven to protect Armel, and it'll work. Armel's still alive for now, but no, finally goes down. Kuku's able to come in, takes him out with the enchant totem. Gabbi looking for the turnaround, committing with a BKB, turning over towards Kuku, who's trying to chase down the Shaker, but Kuku's able to juke him off. As Kuku hides in the trees, stays alive. Now TNC's got to be careful. The BKBs are running out. Arrows in onto Tim's, into the river. K's chasing for more, pots the BKB to ignore the homing missile. He'll get the touch onto KP as KP is slowed down, beamed out by Raven with his loosened beam. That's another fight. Geek Fam, they find three. They don't lose anything themselves as TNC just a little all over the place.
I was like, I'm lower level than almost everybody in the game because I feel like I'm using my Midas to farm rather than just fighting all the time, which is what this patch is about. You want to be getting as much kill involvement as possible. And bottom, Kuku, he actually jumps forward for the tower.
I mean, that was greedy. That was greedy. He wanted that tower hit, and he ended up being the one getting it.
Oh my god,
right no.
Face. Come on, Kuku.
No. Yeah, not a bad item whatsoever. It's just, not necessarily the item that Luna would always go.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe he was going butterfly, and then he saw that the rapier was locked again already, and he's just like, you know what? I don't even want True Strike, or I don't want this evasion because he's might just go True Strike if I do. So maybe just adapt.
Yeah, that's definitely a factor for sure.
Combo of things,
Kuku.
right? Oh, Kuku, he jumped down.
He put the Fisher down to block off Gabbi from getting in, though, and also get swapped to safety. So just nice to hold them away, make sure that Geek Fam can finish the Roche, get the Aegis and the Cheese. Both at the moment being held by Raven. Raven being focused, the missile heading over. Rapier's going to be put together now from Gabbi. He's committing with the Rapier. So he's locked the pieces together.
And they get the
curse is going to hold back K. See who they want to focus onto first. As K is going to jump across onto Gabbi. Gabbi, got to keep this man safe. They've got to protect this Rapier. Raven popping the Eclipse. It's not doing a whole lot though at all. Gabbi just turns, takes the Aegis out of the hands of Raven as he brings him down the once. Kuku dying to this Rapier damage. And Gabbi, he's game's ready to turn over for Raven as well. Raven attempting to run. No BKB available. Still on cooldown. Raven goes down. They'll move over to the mid. Go over towards K. This time around here in game 2, the Rapier working exactly as TNC intended.
Oh my god, and Kuku jumped, the first jump, yeah, look, they're all gonna tip Kuku. Like, he just jumped into the front of Raven, or in front of Gabbi, and just dies to right clicks. He got no, did he Echo Slam in all this game? I feel like he hasn't gotten an Echo Slam off.
I don't think he has.
Oh my god.
I mean, this game's probably just over with the Rapier damage.
It is.
They're just taking the
It's
tier
over.
4s,
Oh
taking the
my
ancient.
goodness.
There's a buyback on K, but I think he knows even if he buys back, there's not a whole lot he can do to stop this Rapier gyro. As TNC doing exactly what they were aiming for in game 1, they were put to a stop by the morphling of Raven. This time around, it works perfectly for them. They hit this timing, they get the Rapier, and Geek Fam, they just get destroyed in the team fight by Gabbi at the end of it all. And that's all it takes. You stomp one fight like that with the Rapier, you're going to be able to win the game.
Yeah, godly tossed back by Armel, but Kuku puts himself in a very risky position with that